Another fact you can say about both the teams is that they love to play against it. They love to be the underdogs. So they love to keep fight. And so that's something a common thing that I found between Klopp and Tuchel. They continuously love to fight, no matter
I,
how tough it gets for them.
bro, I mean, you're the European champions. You're not the underdogs. Joined us from Capital Blues. Alan, thank you so much for doing this. For the Chelsea supporters who are tuning in because of Alan and the Delhi base, we are a Liverpool-based channel, so Desi channel, do click like button and subscribe if you feel like we are decent people. Even though I'm sure you guys think of Liverpool supporters in a different way. But let's start off. Alan, so it's a crucial game. It feels like a must-win game for both the sides. How are you feeling?
To be honest, very, very nervous, especially after our last game against Brighton. Our squad is questionable at best in terms of their fitness. I do not know who is going to play, at what level they are going to play. The only positive that can draw from it is that Romelu Lukaku started to score. That is the only good thing that I can see so far. And another thing that you can potentially see is that teams are not scoring many goals against us. They are only able to score one goal, but we are also not able to score more than one goal. So that is kind of a negative point if you can keep it like that.
But Aaron, what has gone wrong according to you? Because like match day 14 ke baad, the entire world was saying that Chelsea is going to win the league.
Yeah. So some of COVID outbreak number one, many of our players got COVID. Then Romelu Lukaku started to come back, got COVID again. Same with Timo Werner. He scored a brace, the next day got COVID. So that has been an issue. Plus many injuries. Chilwell got an ACL injury. Reece James got a ripped hamstring injury yesterday. He's out for 3 months now as well. Thiago Silva is out with a hamstring injury. Christensen has a back issue. Saul has not lived up to expectations. I think everybody can see that. And Ruben Loftus-Cheek also got COVID and is injured right now. So a lot of these injuries had come at the same time, and that has completely torn our squad. Jorginho is being forced to play with injuries and is not up to it. But he has to play because there's no other option. And Tuchel is also kind of stubborn. He's not playing many under 23 players. He's only given them certain opportunities, such as Harvey Vale and Sonsu Bell, and I think Xavier Simmons played against Brentford. So those are the only three under 23 players that have gotten their debut so far, which is also an issue. But I can also understand his perspective that he does not want to risk playing them right now and then potentially drop for more points. We're only dropping 2 points so far, but playing them might result in dropping 3 points or more in every game. The only fit fullback or wingback we have right now is Marcus Alonso. Yeah. That's on both the sides. Azpilicueta is forced to play as a centre back, so we can't count him as a wingback either.
Yeah, I mean, certainly Chelsea are struggling at the moment. The last time we played Chelsea, it was a draw.
Yeah.
I think Reece James got a red card and we scored through Mo Salah penalty. And that was a frustrating result for us because they were down to 10 men and they played with 10 men for an entire half and we were attacking the Coppin in the second half. It just didn't happen. How are you feeling for this one? It's a must-win, man. Like it's like every game sounds like a must-win, but like for both Chelsea and Liverpool, they're like, this is it now. Like this is it.
See, the thing is, it is a must-win in order for both Chelsea and Liverpool to stay in the hunt. I mean, I would say that for both of our teams, it has become very, very improbable that we will win the title because of who are you up against? Manchester City. I would not be confident with Manchester City with a 2 point gap. Here it is 6 points already or 8 points, right?
Yeah.
How am I feeling? Look, I will always feel confident about you, but I think that our midfield in this game has to be very, very important. Again, Leicester, we went missing in the midfield. The front line went missing. I mean, there were mistakes in the defense and everything. It is a massive confidence job.
And like I said, I know that Thomas Tuchel has, and very rightly, both Klopp and Tuchel have talked about injuries and COVID and everything. I expect Chelsea to come at us with full force. That may not translate into an attacking play, but it will be a tough game. It has to be. I mean, Liverpool versus Chelsea is tough for both sides. I think this will be not an exception. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean this is like Nidhi, you just mentioned, it's Chelsea Liverpool. It's even if the title is there's no title thing riding on it, it's still a great big game. I mean, but a draw is not good for either side.
Yeah.
A draw would be perfect for Manchester City.
To be honest, I will take a draw.
Sorry.
I would take a draw, to be honest.
Yeah, because you are in that situation where so many people are injured and out. But if you're playing against Liverpool, everyone's fit. Obviously, at home you will be going for the win. You are in that situation. See, ideally, when the season starts, someone tells me you'll get a point at Stamford Bridge. I would take it, but not right now because I would rather lose than take a point. Honestly, because if we take just a point and City win the game, it's 8 points. It's done. I rather win against Chelsea, eliminate Chelsea from the race, not totally, but they played a game more than us as well. And if we leapfrog them and we have a game in hand, it makes Chelsea's chances far more tougher with the injuries that they have. I just want Liverpool in this one to just go at it. I mean, we've watched the last two games together. Against Tottenham, we were defensively shit.
Yeah.
Against Leicester, we were shit in general. And I mean, takes a lot for me to say that because I am through and through Liverpool, but we were not good the last two games. And we have to step up. The last two games have been very unlike Liverpool.
100%. I mean, it's weird because when we played Leicester in the second half, that's the most Liverpool that's Liverpool against under Jurgen Klopp, and then you play the same Leicester team, and it was very flat.
Yeah,
it was very, very disappointing. We deserve to lose that game for sure.
Aaron, so when you're pretty young. You started. You're 19, but from a 19-year-old's perspective, what does a Chelsea-Liverpool Chelsea game mean to you?
It means everything, actually.
Why?
The first match that I saw Chelsea play was Chelsea-Liverpool for me, and I became a Chelsea fan through Chelsea-Liverpool. So my becoming a Chelsea fan is a very funny story. I was playing FIFA 10 with my friend on the PlayStation 2. We just got the game, so we went to kick off, and I randomly we had to press square or something to pick a random team. I pressed it and landed on Chelsea. Ever since then, I've just been a Chelsea fan, and he got Liverpool. So it means everything to me. I just hope that somehow we manage to pull something out of the game. But right now, I don't know what will happen. We can see a thrashing incoming, but hopefully, Tuchel has actually been a very good coach throughout this. We have only lost one game from September onwards. Through all the entire period, we're drawing games, so that at least that's a positive we can draw. But I do not know what is going to happen because Liverpool with the full team, Fabinho, Salah, Jota, Mane, running at defense of not Fabinho, but Jota, Mane, Firmino, or Mane running at defense of Aspi, Chalobah, and Rudiger, who are not fit at all. Then need a rest, but they cannot get a rest. I do not know what is going to happen. When with Pulisic at right wing back against Sadio Mane, I don't know. Right now it's a stressful situation, honestly.
He seems very stressed. So Aaron, when we think about our games as well, we get stressed as well. So it's both ways. Sorry,
I was saying that I'm talking about Rudiger. When you mentioned that,
class.
Yeah, 100%. I think you have to. We have to be very. We have to bring our A game against Rudiger because yesterday also, we were watching the game and he was absolutely all over the place. It's like
could have gotten a red card actually. We are very lucky about that.
That's true. Yeah. But he's like a spider, right? I mean, he can.
Yeah, he has moments where he's absolutely class, but he also has brain fade movements. He
Yeah.
Against Watford, he was very average, and Emmanuel Dennis exploited that and scored a goal. So it's not like that he's been very inconsistent at Chelsea. With Tuchel, he has been absolutely amazing, but his entire Chelsea career has been very inconsistent. From to Conte, Sarri, then Lampard, but Tuchel has found his best. And let's see what happens tomorrow or on Sunday actually.
Yeah. What does Nidhi? What does this fixture mean to you? Liverpool Chelsea is very special to all of us.
Yeah, so I'll say one thing. Obviously, our biggest rivals are Manchester United. But whenever I think of Liverpool versus Chelsea, I can think of so many games that were so good. I don't think I remember even one Liverpool Chelsea game which was dull. Right? We've not played a lot of games like that. And Liverpool Chelsea is one game that, obviously as a Liverpool supporter, I want us to win that game all the time. And the rivalry has been great, right? Because it started right, and that rivalry has happened in the league, in the Champions League. It has
Champions League, it was
it has
heartbreaking.
everywhere, right? So it means a lot. Of course, it's one of the biggest fixtures of the calendar.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fixture which is like, two cities to hey, London and Liverpool, and also two ideologies, two political affiliations, to it goes working class versus the posh Chelsea area as well. So this game just means so much, and a win over here would change the entire season for both the sides. And I'm gonna say even heading into the Champions League. Like you guys have Lille, which I think is a much favorable fixture.
Yeah.
If you want to be involved in a title race, heading into the Champions League round of 60 to feel confident, you can just
absolutely. And I'll come to you, Aaron, and let me ask you this one question. When you look at Liverpool, and we've not been our best, at least for the last 15 or 20 days. I mean, we were not good against Spurs. We were abysmal against Leicester. That ought to give that would give you some confidence, right? I mean, are there any Liverpool players that worry you a lot apart from, let's say, Mohamed Salah? But what about other players? What's your impression?
I think the most important duel is going to be between Lukaku and Virgil van Dijk. I think that is going to because Lukaku has just found his form. He's back scoring, and if he can somehow win against Virgil van Dijk, then maybe there's a chance for us. And another duel I think that is important is between Jorginho, if he plays, and Fabinho, or whoever is playing in the midfield against Fabinho, because right now our midfield is struggling a lot as well, and that is causing a lot of issues with connecting the attack as well. The chance creation numbers have also dropped. So whoever's playing in that defensive midfield or that regista sort of a role, it's important for them to dominate Fabinho. So that's the two matches I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, it's a fixture, talking about the reverse fixture that happened at Anfield. If we talk about, how that match progressed, obviously you guys were much better than Liverpool till the red card happened.
Yeah.
And, but that was a full strength Chelsea team. And this is not a full strength Chelsea team. If you have to win this game, if you have to get something out of this game, what are you thinking? Where is that goal? Where is that performance coming from? Is it just Lukaku or somebody else?
Lukaku, Mason Mount, and whoever's playing in the midfield. I do not know. I cannot name names for whoever's playing the midfield, but those 3 or 4 guys are going to decide if we are going to win the match or we're going to draw the match. I do not see a place where we can lose the match, but I can guarantee that we'll draw the match. Because that is something I'm very confident in with Tuchel, because he does not like losing, and we can see that he does not want to play the under-23s for the same reason. He does not like losing. He just wants to win every game. So I think that is very, very important.
Who did he mention apart from Salah?
He said that Lukaku versus Virgil is going to be a major duel.
And Fabinho and Jorginho.
Versus Fabinho.
Oh yeah, that's
because Jorginho is at 50% match fitness, if you like to say it, especially after Brighton. He was completely out of it, but he will have to play again on Sunday.
so. What will be your lineup for this one?
Uh, Mendy as usual in goal. Then if he has to go to AFCON, I do not know yet, but it's going to either be Mendy or Kepa. Right wing back is going to be Pulisic. Right centre back
Wing
Azpilicueta.
back will be Pulisic.
Our only fit wing back is Alonso. We do not have any
There
other
has
option.
to be. I mean, don't get. I mean, I'm just trying to put a point across. There has to be someone in the academy, right? Because your academy is so highly rated.
We have a guy, but he's not match fit right now, or not fit enough to play again at this level, especially against Liverpool. So we have to with Pulisic. And Tuchel is also similarly he has said that he does not want to play academy players right now because they're not first of all fit. He does not have the time to train them with the fixture schedule.
Yeah.
And also he does not want to lose. That is just something that I have reduced, that he does not want to lose. So he does not want to play them right now because playing under 23s in the matches of the Premier League level can lead to mistakes, and mistake leads to goals, and goals conceding goals. So that is something that Tuchel does not want to do. So right wing back Pulisic, right centre back Azpilicueta, then Chalobah, Rudiger, Alonso, midfield of whoever's fit, I do not know. Right wing,
Kante is fit. Kante, Jorginho.
Kante picked up a knock against in his knee where he was injured a lot throughout last season. So he picked up a knock against Villa. So he played 30 minutes last night.
Yeah.
So he might start, but I do not know. It depends on whoever is fit, more fit. So then right winger, I think Mount, striker Lukaku, and left winger between Havertz and Ziyech, who is more fit.
It's still I mean, if you get your
A strong 11 on paper,
yeah,
but in terms of match fitness, it's not. It's completely not.
I'll tell you one thing. I mean, we played Anderson Leicester side a few days back. They had injury worries left, right, and center. We were in form, and we had a worst performance in a long time. So if I was you, I would still be optimistic because
I'm optimistic that I will not lose, but I'm not optimistic that we may win. I can guarantee that we'll draw. It will be a 0-0 or a 1-1, but I do not think that we can win easily. But I know that we'll not lose.
Okay, Nidhi, okay, he's confident, but he'll not do. Nidhi, what will your lineup be? Because like we've had COVID worries as well, players coming back, and we saw Fabinho not being Fabinho. Henderson has been out because he was ill. Van Dijk came back. Firmino आया है वापस. This season seems very stop-start.
It is
for everyone, especially for us as well. So तेरे lineup क्या होगा?
Yeah, I think the back four is pretty much. I mean, it picks itself. I mean, you have Trent, Matip, Ozil, and Tsimikas.
Yeah.
Alisson, of course. The midfield that I personally would go for this game is Fabinho, Naby Keita, and Henderson. I don't think Thiago. There was some news that he's still not training or something like that. I would go with Jota, Bobby, and Salah first.
Okay, we'll drop Mane first.
I think Mane, it would be good for his I think he needs a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, Mane, I think also went for dry spell, right? He didn't score in the
He hasn't scored. He hasn't scored in some time.
Last he scored was against Arsenal.
Long time. So I mean, I will play Konate in this one because I think Konate and Van Dijk versus Lukaku is because Lukaku bullies, and Konate is a tank as well. So I think Konate, whenever has been presented with the test, he has passed it. So I would play Konate. Obviously, the back four then is the same. If Thiago is available, I would play Thiago. I would rest Jordan Henderson for this one. I would play Fabinho, Thiago, and Naby Keita. And I would play Mane. I don't want him to rest. वो AFCON जा ही रहा है, उधर rest करना है कर ले, हमारे लिए खेले. Mane, Firmino, and Mo Salah. Jota off the bench if needed. We need Firmino because this Chelsea side they are downplaying themselves. They are a good bunch of players, great bunch of players. And Tuchel has made them so bloody resilient. They love defending. They thrive on last-ditch tackles. You need some magic.
Yeah.
And Jota is gusta.
Yes.
Firmino drops deep, creates a bit of space. We might need that. So if we have a fully fit Firmino and Thiago, I see us troubling this Chelsea side. They will.
And another fact you can say about both the teams is that they love to play against it. They love to be the underdogs. So they love to keep fight. And so that's something, a common thing that I found between Klopp and Tuchel. They continuously love to fight, no matter how tough it gets for them.
Bro, I mean, you're the European champions, you're not the underdogs.
Right now we are the underdogs.
बोल के जीत गए. यही बोल के जीत भी गए मतलब.
You're not the underdogs here, bro. But yeah, I mean, look, I think that both of these coaches, one of the definitely the top 3 in England, in the world, I would say, top 5. But it's going to be. I somehow expect a very eventful game. I don't know which way it will go, but I expect a very. I somehow feeling what eventful game होने वाला है.
I just feel this game will make or break कोई तो एक team का title run. It's going to happen. I don't see
City तो जीतते जा रही है वो.
I don't see this as a draw personally. I see loads of goals in this one, and I see one team winning and किसी एक का बर्बाद हो गया title run. But I just hope it's us, and I fancy us to. I'm confident in this one, just like I was against Leicester as well. But we lost that. But to end this, Aaron, thank you so much for your time, brother. How does it feel to see Mo Salah do what he does, being an ex-Chelsea?
In a red shirt.
Not that bad, to be honest. When he was with us, he was not at this level, so it was justified of us to sell him.
Right.
He goes and explores, that's fine. But we gave him opportunities, he didn't live up to it, so it's not our responsibility anymore. That's something that media does, and it's their job, so we don't care that much about it.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
That's a really mature answer. That's a really mature.
मेरे को लगा नहीं था इतना छोटा है वो.
Salah ऐसा बोलेगा.
He scored against Arsenal, so that's all we care about.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much, Aaron. Thank you for making the time to be on Menace in the Monk. Whoever Chelsea supporters, is watching it, we are a Liverpool-based channel, like Manas said, but we love to do as many collaborations as we can. So, I mean, if you think the video was nice, if you enjoyed listening to it, please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000. A little far ahead from 1,000. But yeah, thank you so much, Aaron, for making time. Cheers and bye.
Good luck for the Champions League, brother.
Yeah, same to you guys.